Hey Optimist, today we are going to be looking at objects in JavaScript. An object in JavaScript, I guess you could call it a collection of key value pairs. An object in JavaScript is represented using two curly brackets. So let's look at an example. Let's declare a simple object. Let's say let details equals to curly brackets name colon the optimist. And here name is the key and the optimist is the value. You can access the value inside object by using either dot notation or bracket notation. First, let's check an example of bracket notation. Bracket notation. Let's just say console.log details of name and it gives you the optimist. In case you are wondering what is this weird syntax, it is nothing but a comment. A comment is a line of code which is not interpreted by your compiler. It is used by programmers to either give themselves a hint of what the code is if they see the code after a long time, or commenting what the code does is a best practice in the community. So now let's take a look at dot notation. Let's just say console.log details dot name and it gives the optimist. So where shall you use the dot notation and where shall you use the bracket notation? For that, let's add another key value pair to our object. Let's add another key value pair. Let's say age in years and 19. And we can access this using bracket notation. Let's just say console.log details of age in years and it gives you 19. And let's try it with the dot notation console.log details dot age space and you can clearly see it starts throwing errors. So in the conclusion, you can access dot notation only for the keys that are valid variable names. The valid variable names in JavaScript are the variable should not start with a number and should not have a start with a space and should not have space between the variables. So as you can clearly see over here, this is not a valid variable name. So it cannot be accessed using dot notation. In short, bracket notation can be used anywhere and dot notation can be used only if the key is a valid variable name. Alright, now we saw how to access the data from the object. What if we wanted to add the data into the object? Before seeing that, let's clear this out. We can add data into an object by using bracket notation and dot notation. Now let's just say details of number equals to let's just say 12 and let's console log the object down here. Let's just say console.log details and we see number is added to the object. And we can also add using dot notation. Let's just say details dot random equals to some text and you can see it is added over there. And the same rules apply over here. Dot notation can be applied only if the key is a valid variable name. Alright, that's it for today. In the next video, we are going to be talking about for loop and how to iterate over an array using for loop. I hope you're enjoying the playlist. Good luck.